No.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me like what seasons don't I like when they get the chance to ask, and Samurai is definitely up there. I know there's a lot, especially in the TikTok community, there's a lot of people that like are like,
Yeah.
where's your Samurai figures? I'm like, in the trash. What do you think?
Welcome again to this episode of Zero to Hero. I hope all you grid travelers have found a right podcast to listen to. Welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero, where tonight we're going to have some fun talking mainly PR. I'm Billy, and I'm always joined by my ex-Chungus brother, but now formerly known Chungus. Now he's full-time honky tonk bachonka chonk.
I would like to repeat that he's talking out of his ass and he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. He might be on drugs. Billy, are you on drugs? Blink twice if you're on drugs. He keeps blinking. He's on a lot of drugs.
I'm on that B12, buddy. I'm on that B12. You know, got to get my metabolism up. I'm gaining too much weight, and I'm starting to look like a 6-foot Chungus.
It sounds like a giant ball. What?
So, pretty much. That's it. so Jim, tonight
We're gonna roll with this, right?
By
we're
one
with this.
I'm gonna roll right into it. We're joined by the one guy that puts both of our toy collections to shame.
Yeah.
Some of the most unique stuff. For God's sake, he got Ranger keys. I've always wanted Ranger keys. You know, the one man he comes from what's the tower name in Lord of the Rings?
What?
Saruman?
No, that's the character. The Twin Towers. Are you thinking of the Twin Tower?
The tower with the eye.
Yeah,
the
that's
eye. Saruman?
That's Salamon. Saruman's the wizard.
Well, this guy lives a couple of houses down. The all-seeing eye. So, okay. I'd like to welcome on to our show Jack from Command of Solitude.
Hey guys, how's it going?
So, are you just based on? Do you have like a YouTube channel too, like, or are you just strictly like TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah, no. So I have been meaning to start up a YouTube channel just to review figures on, and things like that, retro style new stuff. But I just haven't gotten the time to it yet. I've been working on some helmets recently, so that's absorbed all my Power Ranger time. So I try to do small clips of updates and whatnot, and then new figures that I get in. I still have to review a King Onger Megazord that I haven't even opened yet.
Oh man, that's a beefy boy too. I've seen some reviews on that thing. Man.
Yeah, the thing is massive. The thing is huge. I've been kind of waiting around to kind of open it up, but
Jesus.
Yeah, anytime that I've gotten, I've just been putting towards like
wait. When you open that up, you have to submit a heavy lift. Damn, what was it called?
I think he had to be forklift certified to get
forklift
that
certified, and you have to get a coworker to help you do heavy lift, right?
Yeah.
Lift.
Yes, as long as OSHA's paying attention, we'll grab one. We'll grab 4 people, right?
Make sure you wear your hard hats, everyone. Everyone, hard hats, everyone.
Hard hats. Everyone get their what do they call PTEs or something like that?
Personal protective PPE. And make sure everyone.
PPEs, yeah.
PPE, yeah.
PPEs, okay.
PPE, yeah. Personal protective equipment.
Make sure you're wearing your high visibility vest.
Oh man. So, well, I'm glad that you had time to come and talk to us, because I mean, I watch all your stuff. Like, it's some of the funnest things. And then I saw you on live one day. I was like, hey, I was like, man, I'm gonna just message this guy, see what he says. And then here you are. We Stockholm sent you pretty well. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely, yeah. I try to keep my videos focused on like the figures, so I know a lot of people have like wondered why I haven't done like a face reveal.
Yeah.
I just do them on lives, and I try to like devote like a solid hour or two where I can go on and just kind of catch up with people. Mm-hmm. But like, I love the community on TikTok. I feel like that's a really good community for us Power Ranger fans to have. So I've met a lot of really cool people on there, like yourselves as well. So like, that was really cool to see too.
Uh-oh. Jim, he's complimenting me. Turn it off.
We're done. We're done here. We're done.
Delete it all.
We're done.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not?
There are a lot of people that I've met where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've watched your stuff before, I've heard of your stuff before, and I've seen you guys and heard of you guys too, and I like watch your videos and
Like,
stuff.
I've seen you on my phone.
They're like funny.
Like, oh, that guy's important. How do you know? Yeah, I've seen him on my phone. When did you see him on your phone? When I was in the bathroom. Doing what? Scrolling through my phone. What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, I mean,
Quietly sits there.
yeah, because boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh my god. Well, anyways, feel free to use vulgar language. It'll annoy Jimmy later when he has to bleep it out. So.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'll try to keep it relatively clean, but there may be some things where I'm like, this is really just.
Yeah. Jim, beat that. So. Okay.
Just do it for not swear words.
Oh my god.
We actually did that. We actually had an episode
called there's a whole episode called Unnecessary Censorship.
Unnecessary.
We have with Ty, and we just bleeped out like every other word he said for like a solid 2 minutes. It annoyed Mark so much. He's like, why?
Yeah. So.
Dude, that's great.
Okay, so let's dive into this episode because we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Because there's a whole lot of here that we wrote down.
I wrote down.
So first thing, you're probably the same age as us, about the 30s, right?
No.
You're younger than us, or what?
Yeah, so I'm in my 20s. I'm like gonna be 26 next month.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm 33. I forgot.
30. I just turned 32. I think so.
Well, and it's funny. So it's funny you say that. So like, I grew up watching Power Rangers with, like, my older brother. So like, he was my huge, like, he was the inspiration that like led to this. So like, all of the Power Ranger stuff that I enjoy is all owed to him. He's a great guy.
Okay.
So
yeah, I still remember watching it on Saturdays, and then they put it on weekdays, and we'd watch it every day when we got home from school.
Other way around. It was weekdays, then weekends. Yeah, it did.
Me?
Yeah.
Do you not see season 1 of Power Rangers? Like, it has 60 episodes. It's every day for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
But, okay, so
League with Evil was a week-long event! I'm done!
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Flipping tables. But, yeah. So, as somebody that grew up watching it, you collect Power Rangers. Hell, you even make your own 3D printed Power Rangers items. The retros, did you ever collect like the retro figures?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I actually recently got all of the flip heads at like a small local kind of like swap meet, if you will, or like, small comic shop where they had all 6 of them. Tommy's missing his shield, but like I got all 6 of them for like really cheap, and I was like really surprised because I've never I have the ones that they redone on the Legacy line, but I just have green, yellow, or green, red, and pink, and I still have a. Yeah, so I have Zach on card, and then on one of my videos, actually, so I got them, and they all didn't have blade blasters, so I printed them. I found a file online, printed them, so it's nice to actually have some type of weapons to give them if I wanted to.
Now, you're actually talking about the flip heads from, like, 93 and 94, right?
Most definitely, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we still have those on card here, but... the weather's taking their toll. Yeah,
the Yellow Ranger got messed up somewhere down the line, but the rest of them are in pretty good shape still.
Yeah, pretty good. But it's interesting though, and then how Hasbro actually revamped it and put out the flip heads again, but they also put out like Ninjor and Ranger Slayer
and the White Ranger and
yeah, we didn't get the White Ranger flip head.
I know, that's what I still need.
Yeah. So it's interesting in how just Hasbro like actually did that for us us fans that probably had them as kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I do. So I have those guys too. I've been meaning to get White Ranger, but I was kind of more away from those that they've re-released, just because like they're so top wide. They kind of like turn me off from them. Like I already have kind of newer ones, so I like that they have some available if people want them. I did think about picking up that Ranger Slayer one though. That one's kind of neat. It's like so different.
It's so different.
It good.
Yeah, I like that one. I didn't buy them because I honestly don't have anywhere to put like the flip heads, but I love seeing them in stores though. Yeah.
Oh, same, yeah. I miss the days of yesteryear where like you could go down an aisle and just all Power Rangers, no matter what.
For real. Now you can't even do that. It's all wrestling or Beyblades, which I didn't realize still a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. That and like the Bakugan stuff. Bakugan seems to be
how
like
is that
still
a
interesting.
Thing? I don't know how that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like The Simpsons did a parody of it. Like, how is it still a thing?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some other company picked them up or something.
Like, I feel like they're just being tossed around different companies until like they go away.
No, they're being rolled to the next company.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, you did good there, buddy.
I'll give you that one. That was a good one. That was a good one. So as we've seen with the Lightning Collection, they're actually remaking a lot of these like Mighty Morphin. Like they're remaking Rita. They made her in a 2-pack, but you're getting her now in a single pack with the correct dress. And you're seeing that they're releasing the monsters and stuff again. Do you want Hasbro to keep making these items, or do you want them to make something else from other seasons to like revamp them for us? I
do enjoy a lot of like the Monster of the Week figures that they make. I picked up what's his name? I'm blanking on his name so hard right now. The rapper, Pumpkin Rapper. I picked him up because that was just a fun figure to see and have. Of course, I had to add like the gold eye, the background to it, and everything. Make it look more weathered. But I love displaying them on Halloween, just on my center table in front of my TV.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun with that too. King Sphinx as well. I'll put him on there. I added all the details to him so you can see the hieroglyphs on his shoulders. But he's a lot of fun too. So like I do enjoy them, but I would love to start seeing other teams like Jinjax from Wild Force or Gluto. I need a Gluto so bad. The only figure they've ever released was like from those micro playsets where he's like super tiny. That's the only time that he's ever been released, but there are other great like characters from Power Rangers that they have not ever released in a figure form. Like the Psycho Rangers, they did the 5-pack, and I pre-ordered those as soon as I could, and I'm so glad I did, because they are incredibly scary to get now in terms of prices and all that stuff.
Yes.
But I would love to do to get those, and I know a lot of people held off on the anniversary or wedding anniversary pack for Rita since they already got Lord Zed from Wave 1. I personally got that one, so I think I may skip this newer release of her, but I did go ahead and start ordering those remastered figures for the main Power Rangers, the team. Yeah. So I would like to see them continue it, but probably a little bit more of like a nicer rotation into the next season's villains, or switch it up, go 5 years forward, 4 years back, something kind of like that.
Yeah, definitely. I would honestly love to see some, more foot soldiers too, because like we're pretty scarce. We've got re-released Tangas. Like we really didn't need re-released Tangas.
No, but didn't you want them in that other color? The figures for what figures we need from the monsters, and if we would want them to continue it. I would love that. I also need like I'm forgetting his name. The guy that Tommy fights all the time, Dino Thunder. Not Mezgug. His partner, that when he was like a doctor, when they were doing like their research and stuff.
The girl.
No, the guy. The guy with the shield.
Yeah. He's...
Oh, I know.
Zeltrax. Yeah. Zeltrax. I need a Zeltrax. Yeah. I don't know why that took me so long. I love that season.
You're getting old. Join the club.
One of those big stretches. And...
Yeah.
Where's my lazy boy?
I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah. Yeah. Call it a night. Okay.
Yeah, I don't need any more recolored Tengas. I do need Uzmen, though. If they want to do that, that would be great. I would love them for that. Along with, I don't know, maybe an Ivan and like the rest of them. It's been a hot topic, though, kind of focusing in towards of what I want for like off kind of things from the regular teams. people have been arguing pretty much relentlessly if they own the rights to do the movie or not, and all it boils down to is if they work out a deal for a monetary thing or partnership, some type of thing. I feel like they could totally do it, and I know that they could, but I don't love the back and forth where it's like they don't own the rights. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
so I think that if they can,
Paul Freeman and be like, sign this, please.
I'm like, sir, delivery. I have your food here. Just sign this contract.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Sign this receipt, and then it's like you just pull the receipt up and just it's contract.
You pull it out. It's a CVS size receipt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a CVS. Jesus Christ, CVS, save some trees, man.
But yes, I would love for them to continue. Sorry, I got a little derailed there, but I would love for them to continue that. That would be great.
Oh, I love that. I would definitely go for like a 5-pack of like if it was Ivan and like 2 Uzman and 2 Tangas.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like the movie Tangas.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I would totally go for that.
Yeah, I need a Dulcia figure. Don't ask me. No, because I feel like that. Yeah, they don't make enough female characters in general. But I would love to have any creature. I really want those the Rock Guardians. No one ever talks about them. They kind of forget them, so it's like right before they get to the Great Tower, they come off the wall and they just start swinging, and I'm just like, dude, I need those. Yeah. So I thought about making them myself with like kit bashing style or something, but it just seems like such an endeavor right now that it might be tricky. I also want the Inferno guy from Turbo. Or he also was in Space as well. Again, I'm blanking on his name. He's got the big 3 claws.
Yeah, the big bad guy.
Malagor.
Yeah, Malagor, who became Dark Spectre.
Yeah,
they reused the costume for it. You're like, wait. This looks awfully familiar, guys.
There was supposed to be a HasLab with Dark Spectre, but it got scrubbed like so early on. Yeah, and no telling what's going to happen with HasLab for Power Rangers.
Yeah, I really hope that they at least try to branch out or, like, maybe do, like, ask kind of like a poll. I thought it was weird how they did that March Madness bracket where they had all of the teams on, like, it was on Facebook or something, I think, but they pulled all of the winning teams, and what came out top was, the best. No, just kidding, Time Force. But then they've only released 2 figures out of that team, and I'm really curious as to why. It's been so drip-fed that I got so bored that I made my whole own team. Like, they released West, I waited 3 or 4 waves, and I was like, I'm not waiting anymore. So I made them right away.
You just bought 6 Wes's.
7.
And you made 7. That's dedication, man. That's dedication.
Well, when I got them, they were like what, $19? So it wasn't too bad. But then I also got them from Amazon, right. So like I had some gift cards left over. I'm like, thank goodness, otherwise that would have hurt.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of the Rangers, we had a leak that we were supposed to get Wild Force with Wild Force Red with the battlizer suit, but then it kind of got like scrubbed or just kind of pushed back, so we don't know much about that. But do you want to see more battlizers, like personally, in this line, like as a fan from this line?
Yeah, I really would like to see more battleizers from Lightning Collection, whether it's a add-on or like a perk of like the online exclusive, some way to get new updated armor for them, because I need more of that. I'm all in consume mode for Power Rangers. But one thing I really think would be really nice is if they could roll it out and then kind of do like a... kind of like how they're doing like a remastered versions, but do remastered in battleizer form. So like if they did Dino Thunder, you get the battleizer mode for Triassic mode, or a different helmet with it. So like you can kind of pick and choose the ones that you really want, or ones that you want, well, not hurting them because they've got like a whole warehouse of them, and then eventually, do it that way. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, I do need more. Same with all of the Dino Thunder Rangers. They all need to have Super Dino mode.
Yes.
Or additional packs
Yes.
where you could buy the team pack where it comes with like the full battlizer. I wouldn't mind paying like, whatever they charge as long as it's reasonable.
I wouldn't mind having like a little like the Shoto sets, like how they come full team set, but instead of the team in there, it'd be like the different armors.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that would do really well, honestly.
What if they do like a 5-pack of like 5 battleizers, and then like you could, if you want one, you're buying the whole pack.
Yeah, that would be great. I would like it if they kind of did it where they were like together, so like early seasons, or like not entirely, because sometimes it gets a little heavy on the battleizers per seasons, but like maybe somewhere around like MMPR to In Space, where like if there are any battleizers in there, they throw it into a 4-pack, or maybe mix and match, where it's like they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a mix and match a little bit, where it's just a couple of them, like Lost Galaxy, Time Force, Ninja Storm, Wild Force, and then like Jungle Fury or something like that. Throw a Disney one in there.
Yeah,
make it a little weird, but it would really work. If you want one, you have to get the whole set, and then you're gonna have the whole set at that point.
Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then you have to release the rest of the Red Rangers, and then you could throw you could do a whole Lightspeed Rescue one by itself, because it has the 3.
Yeah.
Then you could do that if you really wanted to. Or you could do a whole Lights of Orion set. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Oh. I would totally buy the whole Lights of Orion set.
Yes, most definitely. Twice over. One to keep in box.
Yeah. I kind of really started digging the armors when they started releasing like the Dino Fury basic line with them. But I don't like how that you don't get the key for the armor. You just get the base key, and they're molded to the figure. And I would really have like taken those molding off and put on something else.
Yeah, no, that's fair too. I feel that way with like a handful of the Dino Fury like Megazords that I got, where it's like they got the peel away face, and I'm like, that's cool. And then I feel like they were supposed to release that blazing Dimetrodon that they did a little earlier, because if you look on the back of it, if you have one, I think mine's kind of tucked away. I would pull it out, but on the back of the key, if you turn it around, it's like Amelia, but since the figure's red or orange, I feel like they're kind of like dropping a hint where it's like she's going to be our next Red Ranger kind of thing. I think it's like a small little Easter egg. At least I like to think of it that way.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw it. Like it's a little imprint on there, or a molded too. Yeah, I saw that.
I've got Amelia's right here, and it's kind of like this. Where
see,
but like this piece is like orange or reddish, so it's like I thought that maybe that was like a little hint to it.
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, wink.
Wink, yeah. Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Did you see what we did for you fans? It's in the figure.
We were setting the top of last year.
Yeah.
To blow
whoever
your
thought
mind.
about it's like whoever thought about that on the design team, fire them. Just
send them out of here.
That's how we'll show them. Yeah.
One thing too, figure related or like sword related would be that I think was kind of cool was how the Time Force Rangers got like, or like just any Power Rangers in general, but they get exclusive like figure battleizers. So still on that topic of like how they could do it, because I have a Trip and Lucas battle fire mode where they've got like, he's got this like tank thing with a trident on it, and then Trip has like this kind of like eagle, majestic kind of looking thing to it. And I would really like to see more of those like revamped figures, like battleizers, or maybe even come out with new ones, like something simple, kind of similar to the ones that we already know. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Right. Honestly, anything Time Force, if you release it, it's instant sell.
Yeah.
It's a huge fan favorite, yeah.
Yeah. The storyline was great. Like, when I was younger, I felt like I was watching, like, an adult show that happened to also be Power Rangers. Like, the topics that they covered were relatively, like, mature for, like, Power Rangers, especially what they would usually cover. So, like, it was nice. And then we got, like, a couple other seasons where, like, it kind of kept building up towards that, and then just kind of, like, declined back and kind of got into the funny comedy side, which was cool. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that if they wanted to kind of angle it towards like more getting back to that style, kind of like do it a wraparound way where it's like more mature, kind of more comedy, more mature, and then other things like that too, where team building can really happen.
I think because Time Force was based almost entirely off the Sentai. Like the Sentai, they just rewrote it in English, which worked out really, really well. And I feel like that's what they kind of did with Samurai, where they're like, "Oh, hey, the Sentai, we're going to copy the Sentai," and it didn't work.
No.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me like what seasons don't I like when they get the chance to ask, and Samurai is definitely up there. I know there's a lot, especially in the TikTok community. There's a lot of people that like are like, where's your Samurai figures? I'm like, in the trash. What do you think?
No, okay. So Billy and I got invited to do a podcast called The Power Trip, right? And they're like, "All right, we're gonna review a season. What season do you want to do?" And Billy's like, "Samurai," and I'm like,
yeah. God dang it, not Samurai.
Like, don't get me wrong, the suits are great. The Megazord is cool. I love the origami style to it. Like, everything is so bright and sharp, and I like the way that they morph. It's just like the acting for me and like the character building. It's just like I really would have liked to see Lauren more as the Red Ranger. Like she was kind of, I think, supposed to be, if I'm remembering correctly. Like she was supposed to be doing that. She was learning some seal or the special seal or whatever.
Yeah.
And we watched the whole season recently. Yeah, like she was trying to learn this. The master seal she needed for it to seal him away, and then couldn't do it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and like
completely wasted.
Well, that too, and then Mia's whole character thing was that she couldn't cook. I felt so bad because I was like, dude,
and she wanted to be married.
And I'm like, they could have made her an awesome character, like a breakaway character, where it's like she kind of started off there, and it's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm gonna be whatever, and like full sail the other way, and just kind of be like the tech person on the team, or helping like just the Rangers like strategize.
Okay. You need to go watch like listen to our episode with the Power Trip. You got to. I think you'll love it.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yes. And I bring it back to I make Power Rangers Samurai 1984.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. Like go listen. You're gonna have a great time. Billy was.
If you got nothing for 3 hours, then
you got nothing for 3 hours. We'll listen to it. Yeah, it was 3.5 hours recording. I came up to almost 3 hours in total. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. So.
You're gonna love it. But yeah, no, there's so much to talk about with Samurai. Like we had 3 hours about it. There's so much more about Samurai that could have been a lot more. Like Mike and Emily's relationship could have been a lot better. Antonio and G Antonio had a father figure with G. G didn't, G was trying to not adopt him, but like find ways to be a better father figure for everyone in the cast. There's a lot going on there. A lot.
Yeah. I think that they kind of like just hit the baseline of what they could start off, and then that happened to be like the whole season, and it fell flat for me, especially growing up with like Time Force, Lost Galaxy, and Space, like where it was just kind of growing and growing, and then it's like these seasons are like stagnant and slow, and so
like
I thought
they're coming off the backs
of
RPM. Like they went off RPM to Samurai. Like it's going to be hard to top that. And
right?
They didn't even try. I was like, Billy, we could have done RPM. He's like, no, I want to do Samurai. I'm like, oh, damn it.
We should have done Samurai.
Samurai.
Yeah.
So you were talking to us before the recording that how like Kamen Rider, SH Figure Arts kind of give little nods in their toy making to some of the specific scenes or specific parts of the rider themselves. And you said that like in the new SH Figure Arts, they gave him a thumbs up hand. To like a simple nod. Yeah, simple nod back.
Yeah, so
and
with that one too, so it was related to that new movie that came out. So like there's a scene where he does a thumbs up, and they're actually releasing that as like an additional item that you can purchase for your already existing figure, which I thought was really cool.
But so as we see with the Lightning Collection, they're slowly starting to roll figures out with that little special nods of like the hand gestures or the specific hands that they use, or like the glasses that you can remove because there's scenes where she doesn't have glasses in Lost Galaxy Pink. And do you think that's like an actual like cool idea that Hasbro's doing for us? And are they would you think that they're taking inspiration from the SH arts?
I would say so, yeah. But then also too, it's like I think they were trying to listen to us fans more about like when they're missing things, like with the Dino Thunder teams not having like the same colored like framing or lining out of their masks or helmets, and then also with just other small things that we notice that we tell them. So I think they're trying to like at least have their team, whether it's design team or whoever, build up those moments where it's like you can kind of see what those famous moments are for those individual rangers, and like kind of see where they were at the start of the season. Did they have glasses? Were they, did they have the buttery thing like a bridge? Everything's buttery. I think that they should have at least included a little stick of butter for him. or toast, because they love toast. Yeah, no. So I think it would be great if they included like some small bits like that, just be silly and fun. But
like, to be fair, like there's a lot of things from Bridge that needs to be in like his figure. A lot of things.
Do you ever wonder what would happen if
you give a dad a podcast?
Hello, all my beautiful people.
Hey, Mom, I'm not going to college like we planned. I'm going to take a couple years off. I just gave all my college money to this professional wrestling promoter, and I'm going to be a big superstar one day.
I'm a human and I'm a chiropractor.
I wasn't about to call you dad, so.
I'm what you call a nerd fan.
And the Monos Chronicles, the new web series that I'm working on.
We inadvertently made that kid cry. We didn't mean to.
I mean,
people get really mad at those videos for some reason. Like it triggers certain people. Yeah.
First tryout, made the team, made starting position. I was right guard for a little while.
Hey Jared, that swerve I was going to tell you about, here it is.
It's going to be from a nerdy dad's point of view.
You're starstruck. It's not a big deal, man.
I am starstruck.
I made a really good career out of being able to bump, sell, and I had a punch me face.
That's why they call it If You Give a Dad a Podcast.
Exactly. Available everywhere podcasts are found.
All right, where were we?
Oh, yeah,
Where were we?
So I think Hasbro is taking up a notch on their stuff because of Super 7.
Oh, well, yeah, Super 7 has bought the license to make Power Rangers
the thing
toys.
about Super 7 is they just add random shit to it, like random stuff. So, like, we had Paul on from the Reluctant Adult podcast a few weeks ago, and he was talking about the Mo Simpsons figure, and, like, there's a panda in it from, like, a one-off joke in, like, one episode about Mo having a panda. Like, it's a one-off joke, and, like, he was talking about the Green Ranger, like, Super 7, and, like, there's a Sword of Darkness, there's an extra sword, there's a candle, there's a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, so, like, I had the Megazord, the T-Rex Megazord. It comes with a butt ton of accessories, and then, like, also a coin. So I think Hasbro is, like, taking notes from them, because, like, it was $60 for the Megazord, right? $60 for a really high-quality Megazord, like, really high quality, and, not just Megazord, high quality T-Rex Zord, super high quality, and like I think Hasbro's like, oh crap, we had to like take it up a notch, because like I set up, so I had the Zap Megazord, I've set the Zap T-Rex Megazord next to the Super 7 one, and the Super 7 one is just hands down better, like, so much better. So I think
have you ever thought about buying the Super 7s?
Oh, I've considered it. I think that with the Super 7 like items, they're really interesting. But I don't know if I would get the figures. If I would like instantly have to repaint like the human or civilian faces.
Oh yeah, those are the worst. The rest of it though is fantastic.
Yeah, like the Zords look incredible. Like the like singular Zords look great too. I like how accurate they are to screen or show.
Yes,
I know. So, like, I try not to double up my figures too much or, like, items too much because they're always releasing new stuff or there's retro items that I had wanted. So, like, I got the Zap Megazord because I only have a black and gold Legacy one. It's still in box. I never got around to opening it, so I ordered the Zap one, and I actually really like it. I thought that the articulation was great. I know it's not per se show accurate, but the Super 7, like, I was like, oh my gosh, if they could make that, but like make it transform, I'd be all over that. But it is cool.
Oh yes. Make it one hefty thing too, because that thing is not like.
No, yeah. From what I've seen in reviews, it's like it's an actual like tank. It's huge.
Yeah. Jim has one. He plays with it on the table, and he's already broke the corner of the table.
Wait, which one?
The T-Rex.
Damn right. Like there's a whole bookshelf that's off the wall now because of it.
Yeah. Rah!
Rah! The Megazord! Rah!
Yeah.
Look at this thing, man. Like, it's like it's solid. It's a solid piece of plastic. Like it's all solid, and like I don't know if you can see it, but like it actually has the ice breath.
The can.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It's got the cannons in there too. Yeah. I love like their paint applications. Their paint. Well, I like it for the Megazords and Zords that they have.
I like the back of this guy. Look at the back of this guy.
Oh,
There's so much detail in the back. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh wow,
dude! Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, the tail all ball joints.
Oh wow! I did not know that. That looks really nice.
On sale. I was like, buying it. We're done. Did it. I felt so bad about it, but I bought it.
Peer pressure
to doing it.
Consume.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Money now.
Well, and so that was one thing too, is because like I never had a Dragon Zord, so that's why I got the Zap Dragon Zord.
Exact same reason why I did the same thing. I never had one.
Yeah.
Like we never had the original Megazord, so I was like, I really want it, so I bought both of them when they were on sale.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people really like the SoC, but I think it's a lot smaller than like it's very accurate. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the screen accuracy on it, but it's a little smaller than I like. But I know it would come in with like a lot higher price tag. So like for the Zap, for like cost and style of it, it's kind of neat. And I really like that. So, like, I know Hasbro, like, they get a lot of flack from us consumers, but it's because we know they can do better.
Like, they have the damn Transformer line. Come on. They know how to do Transformers. Come on, guys.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's just in general, but a lot of the plastics just nowadays kind of seem, like, bendier, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, so I was doing a retro hunt not too long ago. It was like a couple years ago now. But I was doing a retro hunt for like Megazords and Morphers, figures, and all of that. And like the quality just feels so solid and nice. And I've heard similar too of like from the do have the Super 7 and then also some of the retro Megazords. It's like the quality still feels the same, or at least a little bit tuned up from what it was. And I want them to have kind of more of a quality feel, if you will, that for like what we're getting now with Zap. So Super 7 has it, but there's a handful of things where I'm like, I don't know if I should get that yet, or I got to see everything first. Sometimes I like to wait.
If you're on Entertainment Earth and they are on sale, you can totally use our promo code to get like some 10% off.
Oh,
Z2H Pod on Entertainment Earth, yeah, totally, man.
Dude, yeah, Entertainment Earth has always been good to me. Same with Big Bad Toy Store. I know some people don't have good stuff with them, or like they're like, it kind of sucks. But I've had a good like relationship with them so far.
Yeah, I've had a good streak with Big Bad Toy Store. Like, and they ship it from Wisconsin too, and it's always like 2 days.
Yeah. It's pretty quick that they get like items shipped out, which is really nice too.
The only issue I have with Entertainment Earth is their pre-orders take for freaking ever.
Yeah.
But don't they like share like when they're like coming out like way earlier on too though?
Yeah, but like still takes forever. Like I have something on pre-order that's supposed to be out, like it's supposed to be out in June, but it's not out yet at all for anyone. I'm like, all right, cool, but like it's being anyone at Entertainment Earth is getting released to other people already, but not Entertainment Earth. I'm like, come on, damn it, I want my stuff.
No, I agree. I did something like that. Actually, it was the video before the last one I did was for the Shoto Die Rangers. So like those newer Die Ranger figures, and the pre-orders went up for those like I want to say like January or something, or not January, maybe it was January or December. But they said the estimated delivery date, or like they're going to be shipping them out, was in June, and I'm like, it's getting to the end of it. Where are they? Like really excited to get them. I want to pose them with my legacy. With my legacy Die Renault.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I'm absolutely loving the shipping now that it's back to pretty much normal. Because that COVID shipping was a mess.
Well, yeah, that was brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
bad.
goodness. Okay, the prices of used cars went down too, which is great. Yeah,
recently?
Recently. Yeah. I literally looked like yesterday at like the local used car places around here, just for shits and giggles, and like the prices have gone way back down to like more normal than they were like in COVID. So
yeah,
like,
I feel like
still $1,000 more than normal,
them.
but still, it's not bad. I'm like, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything's trying to get like an adjusted like market rate. I've noticed that too with like a lot of the figures. So like, I don't just collect Power Rangers. It's like I tried branching out to like Spider-Man and some Gundam like build kits. I have like a couple of Zoids. They're off to the side. I don't even know if they're in view, but
Zoids though. That's nostalgic.
Yes, it is. I have a Liger Zero and Empire Liger. Those are a lot of fun. And so, like, with all of those items that, like, just for shipping and stuff, like, it's improved a lot, and I do like that. Because I feel like with a lot of it, especially, like, COVID to now, has gotten significantly better, but then also, too, is, like, the current prices of figures, I feel like they've just jumped. And it's for one reason or another, whether it's cost and parts or changing in things. But I do miss how like you can get like 5 or 7 figures for like not breaking the bank, and now it's like 3 or 4. I'm gonna wait for that 4th one.
Yeah, I remember when like right before COVID hit, that Target was always having these sales. Like if you spend like so much money on toys, you would get like $30 off or something. And you could actually go get like a full wave of Lightning Collection, brand new, for like $60.
Oh yeah, I do remember that too. Yeah. And also, if you ordered too through their app, they had something similar like that, where it's like if you like it was online, you'd get like some type of discount towards it. So it's like I think I did that with like a couple of the first. Oh, gosh, I can't even remember. I got a lot of them, but I know that I did that with like 3 or 4 figures, and it took off like $20 to $30, which was really nice.
Yeah. Now they don't even do that anymore. It's like, damn.
They went almost $30 for these like in-box figures, like without windows, and then they went $33 or $35 for the remastered versions. I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that too. I would like things to be updated with some of the figures. I noticed that. Take for instance, you guys are lucky because the people listening in won't be able to see these, but I'll share what I mean. But so in hand, I have like the MMPR Black Ranger from like the first release, and then also the shielded Black Ranger that they kind of released.
Yeah.
The one that I use the most for anything, like in terms of like likability, is the shielded Ranger. But I did do a helmet swap on the new one. And I feel like it's technically already a remastered figure because the one that comes out with Adam is like so nice. It's incredible. I did swap the armbands on it too. So this is my new shielded Ranger is my I used that new body for him. So I swapped the arms down and then also just popped the shield on with the new helmet. And he looks incredible. So like you can kind of make your own remastered figures if you want. Just add hot water. But so
that's
cool. And so I feel like they could do something similar like that, where it's like just kind of release some updated things on figures, or say, hey, we're re-releasing it, but like tweak it a little bit.
At least get the original MMPR stuff back out there, just because like those are so expensive right now. Oh my god! Like anyone missed them? Like trying to get them now is almost impossible for a reasonable price.
Yeah. It's the same thing with SH Figure Arts too, though.
Yeah. Well, doesn't SH Figure Arts only make a certain set amount of figures, and that's it?
So, like, they were, I kind of dug around. I did kind of, like, look into that, because a lot of the times, especially those years that I was looking back into the figures, I was trying to figure out why they grew in cost so much, because a lot of people missed out on them.
Yeah.
And with the MMPR team, like, they kind of stopped doing the Power Ranger figures for a while. I couldn't exactly figure out why, but when I got them, they were, like, they were, like, 30 or $40. So, like, I would order them as pre-orders, and like now it's insane. Like pink alone goes for like 2 something, and blue is like 100 and something. I would never want to get those now. But
holy God,
I would love if they did do a new Gokai Red, and I did get that one. But there's a lot of figures where I feel like if they were to re-release them or start again with that, I feel like they could do like version 2.0 with MMPR figures as well, and then branch out. I need Time Force ones from that. I need Time Force everything.
Yeah. I actually know a guy that just started collecting Lightning Collection like last month, and I was like, I feel so bad for you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the prices on the figures. Oh man.
Yeah, they are. Like, so a while ago I did do a giveaway for a Omega for SPD, SPD Omega with Uniforce Cycle. And at the time he was like $30. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick up a second one and do a giveaway. And now he's like 60 plus, like at base. And everyone's like, good, you gotta, come up with the money, like if you want this figure.
Yeah.
And it's mind blowing because I have been collecting pretty much for forever. So, like, over time, it's just been something where it's just been nonstop, where it's like, I'll see a figure, pick it up, get it, and then not think anything of it. And then, like, months later, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, that one's $80. So,
like the
I bought this because I like how the box is. Yeah, almost $400 now. Almost.
I know. That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
I love that one, too, because, so, like, in my different video.
Oh, it's Spectrum Green, by the way. Sorry.
Spectrum.
I'll be referencing a lot of my videos here. But I did get that one along with that Evo 3 Lord Draken from someone. And I got it for an arguably like unheard of price as of now. But when I did, I could not believe knowing now that they're like $400 a pop. That's mind blowing. Like it just blows my mind. And it's something that I don't think that most would really think of in terms of like when it was coming out, everyone's like, this is kind of stupid, it's kind of silly, why are we doing these exclusive ones and not their whole team? But it's mind-blowing. All in all.
Yeah. Like I put it up for sale because I was like, it's just hanging around, and I was like, I'll take $200 for it, right, or $250. And people were like, "Oh, you're just a scalper." I was like, "These things go for $400." And then, like, if I charge $100 for it, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a scam artist." And I was like,
I think that's hard too. It's like reselling, or not. Like, I don't like that version of it. I feel like there's 2 different ones. So it's like reselling, and then also just kind of like letting go. Because like if people like, so a lot of the things in my kind of not qualm, but like my questions of the day is really with inbox collectors mainly is like, is the purpose for most that they're collecting to eventually like make a fortune off of or resell or like sell as a lot, or do they just genuinely prefer to keep it that way because maybe one reason or another? A thing that I like doing is just like, if I have something, I might want to get a duplicate of it so I can keep it in the box. And like that is something where people are like, that's kind of silly or, what have you. But I love doing that just because like there's one where I'm like, I can't not have this figure in the way that it's supposed to like be. But I was talking with a few people in just like outside of TikTok in a couple different groups, and they feel like they've been alienated by the packaging as of recently. Which is nice that they're reintroducing that PDG or PETG. Yeah, PTE, sorry, thanks, yeah. So PTE packaging where it's going to have some of that kind of feel where you can see into it, because that was a lot of the reason why I almost stopped collecting. I didn't really share that with anyone too much, so it's a first. But when I was doing my retro hunt and then also current keeping up with like the Lightning Collection, there were times where like they were sharing that they were going to go away with like the boxing and like seeing that. I love going on like a weekend and just kind of floating into wherever and like look for the figures and see and compare the two. Like, this one's better, but this one's kind of messed up, and I'm going to take this one. And I don't get to do that with them. But, like, I'm not too bothered because I know I'm going to open it. But, again, that's something where it's like I have to then start that whole entire process, and it feels a little draining.
Oh.
So I do see where they're coming from, but at the very least, it's like the way I see it is, too, is it's like I know that they market it as, like, you open it up, check it out, and, like, play with it or display it. But I know that there's sometimes where it's like, it would be nice if they offer that still exclusively online and storefront, just all, mystery gift, if you will.
Yeah.
So.
Because, figure swaps are now real common in those. Because, especially with Target, because Target has a really relaxed return policy. So, like, you can get the figure, send it back with something else in it, and get your money back, too.
Yeah, and you'll see them in the groups where people are like, "Oh, really?" And it's like Star Wars figure in place of like some Power Ranger, and it gets kind of bad. Or like they'll go there and they'll show like pictures of the boxes being torn open, and it does kind of bother me because it's just like, can we not enjoy things anymore? But also I understand too where it's like maybe someone did get it and then they like were like, yeah, they're whatever, but like, or they were gonna get it and they picked it up and found it that way. So like, I think that it's good because I think it's good that they're reintroducing the windows because then it makes a lot more people happy. They're able to sell more things. People might come back and collect more if they stop collecting. All around, just a good idea.
I mean, I'd be down to double dip and buy the figures again if they re-released them.
Yeah.
In the from windowless to window packaging.
Right, and that's something that too is like I was always curious about is like what amount of people would do that, because I feel like there are the few teams that they've made so far, and I say few like graciously because obviously there was more, but the ones that don't have windows, like how interested would people be if they just offered a pack where you choose your own figures or boxes, they'll send them to you, and then you can kind of like seal it up, I guess, your way, or like where it doesn't come with tape or is known to be like open in box kind of thing, where it's just like kind of like Funko, where it's not actually sealed.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. Just like send out boxes. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, like I obviously pay for like whatever. Like if you get 10 or you want the whole wave, then it's like it just takes this much to create these things. This is what your price will be, kind of thing. But
yeah,
they only work for like niche things.
Yeah,
like they're doing mass production right now, so I don't think it would.
Yeah. I
don't think that would be okay. Like Hasbro has been making money in toys for a long time, so I don't think if that didn't work, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Now, like with the helmets, I don't care that the helmets are in a windowless box because I mean I'm taking those things out anyways.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've got all of the ones that I have.
Yeah.
But that too is like I know it would be cool to see if they like would offer some type of like maybe kind of like a thing to put them on or mount them, like a group mount. Have you seen those pictures where they do like a Power Ranger kind of like room at a convention where they'll have all of those like helmets just kind of laid out from different seasons? I think it'd be really cool if they made something similar like that where it's like licensed by them and it's got like Power Rangers at the bottom and like do something with like by team where you could wall mount it or have it on a table or something.
Well, that's a good idea because you know how they come with those stands already.
Right. Yeah.
Just have have an interconnecting 6 or 7 piece, and then you can just fill the MMPR ones as you go.
Right. Yeah.
What they need to do is they need to make it to where the front plate comes off. You can replace the plate with different things. So like you get the Zeo, you can they'll sell a Zeo plate you put on there. And then Turbo and in Space, and like you would interchange out the plates with the helmets as well. So like some teams have 3 to 5 Rangers, and some have 7 to 10.
Right.
And they would be interconnected, so you can interconnect the stands, have the helmets on there, and then there'll be a place for the plates, and you plug the plate in.
Oh, to separate from which one end of one season to the next season?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I was working on one. I don't know if it's near me. It is. I was working on one. This is a super early prototype, but I was working on one where it just kind of hangs on there, and then you get the helmet, and it'll sit in front of it, where it's like the diamond shape for the MMPR team, and then do it this way, where they're kind of above it, and then doing it that way. I've thought about doing like some similar things like that, just like creating STLs like that. I need more time with it, but this is kind of that base model where it's just the diamond, but it would be an added thing that you can just kind of change or put near each other on a wall. I also thought about doing a vertical one too, where it would just kind of sit tabletop side, and then you could have the helmet up. And I've tried a couple different things with it, and it's turned out pretty well. I just have to tweak this a bit, and then be able to print them out, and then actually like sell them. So
honestly, that'd be really cool to have that, especially with the diamond.
Oh yeah,
like a white diamond. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, 3D printing is fun. And addicting for Power Rangers.
Oh yeah. That's so
yeah, no, and I think that like additional items would be really cool. So like related to helmets, right? So if they do kind of like specialty things, kind of like Starlight Studios did the communicators. I'm still waiting for that to see if they are going to do something similar to that. I know that Starlight Studios did a movie communicator recently for the 1995 movie, and those looked really cool. But I would like to see like what Hasbro could do outside of just like I think it was the last podcast that you guys were doing for Power Rangers. I heard that like you would like to see what they could do outside of like just the Lightning Collection in terms of like Power Rangers, and I would like to see that too. I want to see how far they can kind of span it out, and like also kind of diversify what the market is right now, because it's just Lightning Collection. A few items for the props, and then like helmets. And there's few helmets that they've released. I'm working on that green one. I was a little late because I wanted to make sure it was dry, but I was working on it and finishing it up there too. So like the back has been finished. I sanded this all the way down, and I've got like the visor already made and everything, but the thing fits literally like a glove very comfortably. So like you just drop it in there too.
Look at that.
And people complain about like the size of it. Oops. Yeah, so I know a lot of people complain about like the size of like the helmet. So with the Legacy one, they like it because it fits. And I think that we can get that with accuracy, but with like a larger helmet offered. A lot of people are like, why don't you just buy a Legacy or find one or hunt one down or whatever? And I'm like,
not for $1,000.
Yeah, that too. Because this was just something I could just whip up. So, but I stayed away from it though because the proportions were so off. It was so stretched.
So stretched.
And like that's totally fine for like the mass of the community. If everyone wants to like they prefer that or it's like official, that's totally fine. I'm like a sucker for accuracy though, so I was like I've got to have something that like looks like Tommy or like the Dragon Ranger, and I feel like everything here is stretched up, and I feel like this is stretched down, but like the visor is the same, so it just looks weird to me.
Yeah. You should totally do that one-off episode where, like, Tommy looked into the mirror and his helmet turned, like, partial red.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
That was the bamboo monster. He made a bad version of the Green Ranger.
Yep.
I do want those. You remember those like Halloween mask kind of guys too, where they brought like the reverse Tommy in, and you had to fight him when he was like the White Tiger Ranger, and it was like the Green Dragon Ranger. I want those guys as figures too. So like harping back to the earlier question about monsters, I think those would be cool and super easy for them to make. Just throw a cloak on something and make a different color,
Oh yeah. Now that you actually say that, that actually brings up to like obscure Rangers. Do you think that I would love like some obscure Rangers from Hasbro.
Yes,
the Wild West Rangers.
Yeah, those would be great. I've also thought about like yes, definitely obscure Rangers, but like when they had like shadow forms. I was watching Wild Force earlier, and they had like the Shadow Rangers from that one episode where like the ninja could make. Like the ninja orc could make them and fight themselves. And then I also thought about Time Forces versions too. I would love to like have like the one versus the other packs for 2 packs. That'd be cool.
Yes.
They were able to do that with A Squad, and A Squad had like a handful of episodes they were in. Yes, they were kind of more of a focus point, but it would be an easy thing for them to make, especially if they already have the mold. So I would love that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, all they would have to do is just keep one black.
yeah, and like maybe paint the eyes of it like, or like the stripes on the helmet or something.
But knowing Hasbro, they're gonna QC the hell out of that thing.
Well, and so like with obscure Rangers, I would love like Rangers that we never got. Like Udana behind me is a vinyl figure, and I was going to use her to like. Slip over like the armor and the headpiece for like an articulated figure, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I like it as is. So I would love more of like I want a good Solaris Knight figure. All of them, like Korag. He's not really Power Ranger per se, but Korag. And I know. More or less like Magna Defender. It was kind of like a big, is that Mike? Is it not? And I say that it's Magna Defender because we didn't get Mike's head.
Yeah.
So like,
that's a fair point.
So like, I think that we have been shown that we can get those because we got Magna Defender and not Mike. We could definitely get like a Mike related character. I tried taking out that helmet.
We also got a Blue Centurion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Blue Centurion, a Phantom Ranger.
2 Phantom Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not impossible to get like auxiliary Rangers. It's just
I got him. He's right here.
How well
Check
do
him
they
out.
sell?
Exactly.
He's invisible. Everyone listening.
Yeah, he's invisible.
Yeah,
we're getting a morphing knot too, so that's a third Phantom Ranger.
The Morphonaut is, and then I haven't read the comics with him yet, but I did watch like a kind of like a audio style of it, and it looks really cool. And I was like, dude, I need this. So
it's a really messed up backstory.
Yeah, I felt so bad for him.
And the thing, it rolls into the Phantom Ranger's backstory too. It keeps going to that one, so like it continues into it, which is like, okay. So like I really want to have those 3 other RPM Rangers too: the blue, the maroon, and the silver one. I want those 3.
Oh, like Triassic.
I don't care. I don't care. I just want them. I also want the morphing master, not the morphing masters, the Pi Show Master Rangers, the green, the black, and the light blue.
The light blue.
Oh yeah, the Spirit Rangers.
The Spirit Rangers. So, the second set of American-made Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the question I have here is, in Jungle Fury, when they get their power-up modes, they turn white, right? Their suits turn white. So does that mean the Pai Schwa Master Rangers were in super mode the whole time?
I think so, because like if you think about it too, is like they've had like years to master like their ranger forms or like the animal spirits that they work with, but like I feel like we just got to start to see them, the Jungle Fury main team, start to learn and adapt those additional things that they needed to focus in on, and then they finally unlocked that piece. And so I do think that they're in their super mode all the time, but then I also wanted to see what their not super mode looks like too.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
The regular super mode, they would probably look really cool, not gonna lie to you.
And then I was a little bummed out that RJ and Dominic didn't get like a powered up mode, or maybe if they were already powered up. Yeah. I wanted to see if they were powered up or not, because Dominic, his whole suit was white and orange a little bit.
Yeah. Now
I need an RJ figure. Sorry, I need one.
Yeah. I definitely will say that Dominic probably has like one of the cleanest White Ranger suits out there.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And his morpher is very unique. I loved his morpher.
Yeah,
the oversized morpher,
It's a giant oversized blade. It's like,
yeah, for real.
Spirit unleashed. Wow. Jeez, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I need an RJ figure. But RJ was such a cool freaking mentor. Like, just super, super smart, but just different, and it was great. And like we got him, and then the next season right after that, we got a season right before that we got a bridge and stuff. So like, well, it all worked.
Wasn't RJ the first Purple Ranger?
Yeah.
Yes, first Purple Ranger in the American footage. Yeah.
In the American, yeah. Interesting. I like that.
Solid dude. I liked him.
Honestly, yeah, he was definitely like my preferred character out of the whole show. Even before he became a Ranger, I'm like, I'm watching the season for RJ. He's cool.
Yeah, I'm only here for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I just the one thing I could not stand about that season was their morphers. They were sunglasses. I could not do it.
I would have liked to see in like Geki Ranger like the actual like fist gauntlets that they had. Those would have been so much cooler.
Yeah.
And like the sunglasses was like pretty unique for its time, but like also just really lame in my eyes. But then I think about it too with Gokaiger, where they've got like they got the Ranger keys and can transform. I would just like to have like all of the different style morphers on one Ranger or character and just watch it go ham. Like, because if they do the spirit mode and then they've got like one wrist morpher and one belt morpher and stuff like that, I think that could be really fun. Like, how many different items?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, hell, we got cell phone morphers. We got keys.
Yeah.
Wands, cell phone morphers.
Jesus Christ.
Like the RPM, what is it? No, Operation Overdrive, where they got the accelerate the wheel thing. It was a phone, but they morphed it with
cell
the wheel.
phone, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be cool.
Man, I have so many questions about RPM. Not RPM.
Operation Overdrive.
Operation Overdrive.
Yeah.
Is like the first couple episodes, like when the power combines with their DNA to give them like non-powered powers.
Civilian powers?
Yeah.
Civilian powers. So Mac, it shows him bonding with Mac, but Mac was an android until the very end.
I like to think that like the dude that like his dad, like I like to think that like he incorporated his DNA into like maybe what he looked like when he was younger with like a couple different looks, but like maybe infused it with some DNA or had like some recognizing sequence where it matched his or something, because he was supposed to be the Red Ranger for that team.
Make his son look like himself and a lady he stalked.
Yeah.
You don't see any ladies around, man.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing really good that came out of Operation Overdrive was Norg.
Oh yeah, the abominable snowman.
Yeah.
I like how him and the butler became friends at the end there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to go and play?
And he was strong, dude. He took on those like ice creams like they were nothing. He's like, yeah, get out of my way.
Yeah. Well, what can you say? He's a Yeti. Oh, man.
Well, and actually, to kind of, I guess, before jump topics, or maybe change topics, is I do like what the comics did with the Omega Rangers. I haven't really read that at all just yet, but I do want to. And the reason why is because we have, like, a huge, like, opportunity for things that have not happened in show, is having non-humans be main rangers. Like, yes, we've had SPD where they're like aliens and stuff, but like that cat creature that to be Omega Blue is so cool. I need that like right now.
Yeah,
it like blends my Zoid love with like Power Rangers.
There's a few other things that happened. There's a new one who's also alien as well as another alien, and
the original Blue Omega was an alien. And then it was a cat.
It was overly strong alien. Yeah. It was infused with morphing grid energy.
Was that the one with like the blue skin or purplish skin?
Yeah.
It was a blue skin.
Blue purple skinish lady. Yeah. Like, really, really, really strong and a little there's a reason why the cat has the power now.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just say that. Yeah.
But I would love to see like more.
Wait.
Hold on.
All right, go. But I would love to see.
What? Oh, sorry. I would love to see like more like characters like that, where like even in live action, where we get them, where it's like they may be more like Doggy Kruger or like you know, the bird, the commander from it, but like very different looking than like the humanoid build. Yeah. I think that'd be cool, and I know that we kind of missed that with this newest season coming out because a lot of them were like, you know, the constellations. So we got like a wolf and an ox, and that was really cool. And I would like to see that, but I would like to see more of like a, I don't know, like make Circuit a Power Ranger, make him come back, make him be a Ranger.
Yes.
Non-humanoid Power Rangers. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Hasbro would I don't think Hasbro's going to want to do that because they have to make new molds for everything. Because all the male and female molds are the exact same.
Oh, that is true.
I'm just saying, out of SPD, if they made
Cat,
name completely skips on the Orange Ranger.
Oh,
Cat.
Boom.
No,
Boom.
The guy Boom. Yeah, if they made Boom into a Lightning Collection figure, like that'd be an instant sale too.
Yeah,
people would buy that in bulk.
Dude,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, that too. I kind of customize. I don't even know. Oh, here he is. So obviously, I've just been really into the whole Spider-Man stuff recently. So I kind of like customized my own like Ranger to be like a mix between a Power Ranger and Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
But I did think about making like a Boom figure out of this guy, but he's like red, so I was like, yeah, I can't do that with him. Huh? But I thought about it at the very least. I would love to see them come out with an official one.
How is it that everybody can do articulation with toys and make it look cool, but I'm over here just basic, like just basic standing. Like, I can't do nothing cool.
I don't. I'm good at playing with my toys, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even feel like I'm good at it because like my newest Spider-Man video that I did, I was struggling to get them all a different pose, and then like I scroll past mine, and I see like these really nice like camera shots of like these really articulated ones, and I'm like, dang, dude, I'm like I can't get it like that, but. So I think it's always like we're like he could do it better, they could do it better. It's kind of tricky, but I take a lot of inspiration from like the show itself, like of whatever season it is, and I try to get it as close as I can to. Except for like Mesogog, I have him in this kind of like weird kind of pose, more dinosaur-like, because he is kind of like a weird guy to have. But
yeah, I'm about to take Mesogog out of the box because this guy, he's like, I bought them at Walmart. I bought, the newest wave at Walmart. He's like, I couldn't pass it up because they were on sale for $10. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He was like, do you want them? I don't want them. And I was like, I'll take them. So I just got them yesterday. I'm going to take them out of the box and play with them.
Dude, heck yeah. The very first thing you got to do is paint those little hands, the closed fist.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did right away. As soon as I got it, I was like, this is weird. His hand is all green. So he's got this little blast effect piece that you can put over his knuckles. But yeah, I had to paint those like fingernail tips or whatever because they look too cool to skip.
Yeah. Ooh, it looks atrocious. Not done right. Thanks everyone for listening to this episode of Zeo to Hero. We talked about toys and Power Rangers and a lot of it. And I know that we haven't done a lot of Power Rangers lately, but I think we are needing to focus more on it and bring us more into doing like PR themed episodes. And I want to thank Jack from Jack Skulls or Command of Solitude, which I highly suggest you check out his TikTok and his Instagram.
Thanks for having me on. It's been a blast. Definitely can't wait to come back and chat more about different things, retro style, new things we want to see from Hasbro, yeah, it's been great.
Any last plugs? Like, where can people find you at?
Oh, yeah. So I'm on TikTok. I do read all my comments. My handle is Command Center of Solitude. Commander Jack is what I go by on there, or Jack, whatever you prefer is Command Center. Some people just call me Command Center. But yeah, that, and then my Instagram under the same handle, so Command Center of Solitude. I haven't been posting there as much, but I do plan on doing that. And then hopefully soon also a YouTube channel where I review the Megazords figures, things that I have here, and also paint applications and how-to videos. So yeah, thanks.
Well, there you go. You heard it. First from here. YouTube coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Jim, where can people find us at? And don't say nothing stupid. I swear to God, I will leave you at a fire station Dropbox.
extremely late term adoption.
And like I told Jack the other day, I was like, I will put you up for adoption. I don't care you're 32.
You can find us anywhere at Zero to Hero, all one word, across the board everywhere. You would find us on social media. And if you want to, join our Discord at discord.zerotohero.com. And if you want to share the show around, make sure you tell people to use podcast.zerotohero.com. I set these links up, and people should use them.
Yes, it's very helpful.
Yeah. I have it set up to where if you type in podcast.zerotohero.com, it takes you to your podcast player on your phone.
Yes. Ah, yeah.
Oh, awesome like that.
But yeah. So, anyways, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
See ya.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zio to Hero?
Remember, heroes come and go. Idiots are forever.
Jimbalee!
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
Billy's an actual ordained minister.
Really?
Yeah.
I got the certification off the internet because I was supposed to marry two of our friends, and I was like, we stopped talking to them. I was like, well, all right, I guess I would just keep this. I tell my coworker, I was like, don't mess with me. I'll marry you to a machine.
That's great.
I swear to God.
So if you join the Discord, Billy is Reverend Uncle Chunk Billy.
Oh yeah,
Rev Billy.